Good morning, you guys.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for coming out and joining the dynamic duo on today. Let's talk about that weekend, Monique.
Yeah, we had some fun this weekend. Lavonda and I normally spend every morning here with you guys. And over the weekend, we were able to go out to the Warren Buffett conference in Omaha. Tons of fun. How'd you like it?
I loved it. Investing with Warren 101. 5 lucky individuals had the opportunity to sit down and have lunch with Mr. Warren Buffett himself and ask some financial questions. You know, I wasn't one of those individuals who got to ask some questions, but I tell you, I was vigorously taking notes throughout the conference. How about you?
My notes too. So yeah, it was great. So if you guys don't know, Warren Buffett, he started off as a teacher and he pulled his retirement funds and invested it. He's known as the Oracle of Omaha and is a multi-billionaire.
I'll drink to that.
I know, cheers. $100 billion his net worth was estimated last year. So, I mean, he has some knowledge. He writes these annual letters every year, kind of summarizing what he learned about the fiscal year, some mistakes they might have made, and what they're going to change this coming year. Have you heard about the letters?
Absolutely. You know, I read 2 or 3 of them, I believe, in order to prep for the conference. My scope of investing is very narrow. I really feel like putting my money in the savings account was the best thing to do, but you know, Mr. Warren Buffett taught me a thing or two this weekend, so definitely I read 2 of them to prep. How about you?
Yeah, so the same thing. I read 2008 and 2020. I was kind of interested to see what he had to say about COVID, right? We're all still dealing with it. How did it affect finances? What are things we need to do? Some of the take homes were, you know, investing in companies that we know, right? We're familiar with, do some research, long-standing companies, not to go with the latest and greatest. So it was pretty fun. It was interesting to learn something different and kind of add to my repertoire of knowledge about investing.
Absolutely. You know, just thinking about that, let's go ahead and take it on out to the interviews. What do you think?
Yeah. So we interviewed 2 individuals, some of the contest winners. So we're going to share those with you now.
Enjoy. Hello. We're here live from the Omaha Conference Center where Investing with Warren Buffett 101 was hosted. 5 lucky individuals had the opportunity to sit down with Mr. Warren Buffett himself and ask some financial questions. I'm here with one of those lucky individuals, Miss Nicole Thompson. Nicole, tell us a little bit about what you got out of the conference.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciated spending some individual time with Warren Buffett. He's so nice and personable and just a great joy, so I appreciated that.
That is absolutely amazing. I see you got some notes there.
Yeah.
Are you going to be taking those notes to impact your financial future?
Yeah, I hope so. So I just jotted some things down about what I learned and what I want to take home. And the first thing is transparency, you know, just being open and honest with the people around me regarding the financial future. So talking with our shareholders, your spouse, anyone that you have a financial relationship with. He holds himself to a high standard, and I really like that he said the standard you hold for yourself should be, if you hold someone else to a standard, you should hold yourself to the same standard. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, thinking about what he said, was there anything in how you would change how you financially maneuver?
Yeah, I think really kind of looking at the strategic approach of a company, what is the information we have about the company and how do we want to move forward. So doing our research on any investments that we want to make, making sure that we know the business and know enough to determine that your money will stay in long term. So it's no short-term investments. Warren believes in long-term investing and ensuring that your money is secure. So yeah, hopefully I could take that away and change some of my investments that I'm making now.
That is absolutely amazing. Now we know that we are live here. Is there anyone out there that you want to say hi to?
I just want to say hi to my mom and dad.
Back to you.
Hi, this is Monique Garcia, joining us live here at 101 with Warren. Today joining me is Rachel Green. She was a lucky contestant that won lunch with Warren Buffett. What was that like?
You know, Monique, I want to say it was life-changing. You know, honestly, thinking about some of the things that he talked about, I really do feel like I'm on a greater path to success.
Awesome. How exciting for you. Were there any tidbits that you are taking home with you today that might kind of change the way you invest?
You know, the largest tidbit for me would be transparency. You know, my financial journey here at 45, you know, it's new. It's new. You know, I went through a rough patch where my husband wasn't quite as transparent in his investments of our financial future. And as a result of that, you know, I'm restarting that journey again. So I really just felt like that transparency piece to make sure that you're sharing those areas of opportunity and really understanding what you're investing in and making sure that everyone who's a part of that financial relationship is a part of the decision making.
Yeah.
You know, so long I wasn't a part of it, and here I am suffering a little bit because of that.
Oh man. So making decisions as a team, I like that. Is there anything else that, you know, resonated with you and you're kind of going to change your perspective on something?
Absolutely. You know, high point for me is being strategic. I feel like that strategic approach really turned what I believed about investing on its head. You know, over the years, I'm thinking, you know, get into investment, jump out while it's great and sell while it's hot, you know, but really listening to Mr. Buffett and what he had to say about long term and really getting in when you feel like it's something you could stay in for life and being very strategic about your investments. It was new, but it was very refreshing. I really feel like I'm in for a brighter future.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm so happy that you were able to join him. We're looking forward to, you know, the rest of the conference. So I hope you enjoy your time here the rest of the weekend.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom!
Well, back to you in the studio. Wasn't that great?
I mean, it was so unique to see that difference in approach. I think we're talking about one being factual, one really kind of coming at it from an emotional place, but still being driven by some of the conference information that was shared. You know, I really thought that was amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too. I think one of the things I was looking at some of my notes over the weekend, and I got a quote from him. I got a couple quotes, but the one I really liked is, it's important to think like a businessman and buy into companies that reflect financials, management, products, and competitive edge to succeed in the future. Never underestimate the power of compounding. Always be in the game for the long-term gains. So, I mean, it's not the short run, it's not the short race. We're always looking at what, you know, over time. And one of the things he mentioned is if you aren't interested in keeping a company for a year or 10 years, you shouldn't invest in it at all. So, you know,
I mean, honestly, when I look at his portfolio, you got Coca-Cola in there, you got Dairy Queen in there, you got some long haul companies that have really remade themselves year over year, changing themselves. So I think his perspective on buying a company and planning on staying forever is priceless.
Yeah.
Definitely changed some things for me. So I can definitely tell you that there's some lessons learned for me out of this.
Yeah.
You know, looking at those high level lessons learned, I'm gonna have to hit them again. Transparency, team decision making, strategic approaches, adapting to economic changes, and commitment.
Definitely. One of the things I saw too is the most important investment you can make is in yourself. So us investing in our education, us continuing to learn and grow, I mean, it's invaluable. These are opportunities that we won't have in the future. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity.
Absolutely. This conference was amazing. I would say it's downright life-changing. Back to you.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.